Boom! today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A first carry for Najee Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 34. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's going to be caught by Rivers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. To throw now, here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Here we go, back, clock 40.
On play action, Love to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Titans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Dulcich. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Olave. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Hand off to Spears. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Titans had 8-3 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay, it's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion right, Olave. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing. Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Titan football. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Anderson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And Spears with another carry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure. Both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Love. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, it's Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Love now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now Anderson. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando. That's where halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got Rome. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Pollard again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Love. Olave over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Love once more. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give here to Pollard. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Pollard. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll run with Spears. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Right back to Spears. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's a run by Spears. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now a run with Spears. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Run for Pollard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and a yard. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 21-14, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. First down, going to the air with Love. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got his target. It's Olave. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Love looking to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now second down and a few inches. Love's throw caught by Olave. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Now a first down carry for Harris. Now 2nd and 4. Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Pollard. And just shutting him off there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Butker's kick here is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal.
and I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
First throw in overtime for Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That is incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Tennessee, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.